Hello my dear students, welcome to Teacher at Home. Today class we are going to learn the fifth chapter economic sources. You might have heard of the project Sambhurna, which collects and records all details related to every student of a school. Given below is a sample of the details of parents' occupation recorded by a teacher as part of Sambhurna. Occupations related are farming, employed at hotels, teaching, employed in factories, government service, medical field. You may be familiar with all these occupations. These are called economic activities because they generate income. There may be many such economic activities around you. Among these, some are related to agriculture sector. Analyzing the table, can you identify other sectors to which the activities are related? Industry service. The sector involving activities making direct use of natural resources is called primary sector. As activities related to agriculture form a major part of it, the sector is also called as agriculture sector. There are economic activities that manufactures goods making use of the products of primary sector as the raw materials. Such activities fall under the secondary sector. As it gives more importance to industrial activities, it is also called industrial sector. Service sector collects and distributes products of primary and secondary sectors. In addition to this, service sector includes education, transport, banking, IT, etc. Tertiary sector included all services. It is also called service sector. Is there any economic activity that does not fall under the primary, secondary or tertiary sectors? Economic growth takes place when primary, secondary and tertiary sectors function as a whole. For example, raw cotton, a product of primary sector, is a raw material for textile industry. The service of transport and communication are essential for supplying the products of the customers. All the services of tertiary sector. Look at the picture depicting the interrelation among these sectors. Can you elicit from the picture how they are interrelated? Primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. You may find out another example showing the interrelationship between these sectors. Central Statistical Office CSO has classified economic activities included in the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors. Primary sector agriculture and allied activities, secondary industry, tertiary trade transport, forestry, generation of electricity, hotel communication, fishing, mining. Secondary, it is building construction, tertiary procurement, banking, insurance, business, real estate, social service, trade, transport and all comes under the secondary sector. Okay. Central Statistical Office. An institution that works under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, MOSPI. Important function, coordinate, analyze data, collect data of all sectors and process it for planning purpose, estimate national income using data. Sectors and related employment opportunities. Every occupation in our country falls under primary, secondary and tertiary sector. In India, availability of employment in primary, secondary and tertiary sector varies. You can find an increased access to employment in some sectors while it is not so in the other sectors. Examine the table showing the percentage of employment availability in different sectors from 1993 to 2011. Percentage of employment sectors primary in 1993 64.9, 2005 56.5, 2011 53.2. Secondary sector 14.2 1993, 2005 18.7, 2011 21.5. Tertiary 1993 20.9, 2005 24.8, 2011 25.3. Total it is 100. Indicators. Which sectors show an increased trend in the availability of employment? Primary sector and also the tertiary. Which sectors show highest availability of employment in all periods? In all periods that is primary. Primary and also it is secondary. Not primary, secondary. സെക്കൻഡറിയും ടെർഷ്യറിയാണ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. Okay. You have seen the primary sector has more employment opportunity than the other sectors. Here, agriculture and allied activities provide more employment opportunities. The food requirement of a country is met by the primary sector. Food grain production. India has been giving importance to the development of primary sector since independence. Well-planned activities have brought about much employment in food grain production. There has been noticeable increase not only in employment opportunities but in food grain production as well. A graphical representation of the trend in food grain production in India during different periods. What type of change does the diagram indicate? The diagram states that there is a steady progress in food production in India, but poverty still exists in various parts of India even after the increase of food production. Reason is defect in distribution, low potential of individuals to purchase goods. As per the recommendation of the Planning Commission, the people in urban areas whose intake of nutritious food is less than 2100 calories and those in rural areas whose intake of nutritious food less than 2400 calories experience poverty. Economic Survey 2011-12 states the percentage of poverty in India is 29.8 Bihar with the highest of 53.5 percentage, Himachal Pradesh with the lowest of 9.5 percentage, Kerala has a poverty rate of 12 percentage. Food security is attained when there is adequate availability of food to the needy. Food security exists when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient nutritious food to meet the dietary needs and food preference for active and healthy life. By analyzing the definition of food security, what conclusion do you arrive at? All people should get food. Food should be made available at all times. Self-sufficiency in food. If a country is able to produce sufficient food to meet the requirements of its people, it can be considered as self-sufficient in food. Poverty alleviation programs. Governments are trying to ensure food security by strengthening the public distribution system and implementing various poverty alleviation programs. Have a look at the projects program being implemented by the government. Government project Annapurna, Antyodaya Anna Yojana, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Program, Swarna Jayanti, Shahari Oscar Yojana. Government programs is Integrated Child Development Program, Midday Meal Program at schools, National Rural Livelihood Mission. See the word map depicting the objectives of projects programming being implemented at the government level. Swarna Jayanti Sahari Roskar Yojana, beneficial to the unemployment in urban areas, encourages self-employment. Midday Meal Program, beneficial to the students up to 8th standard in all government and aided schools, ensures nutritious food through schools. National Rural Livelihood Mission, provide assistance to self-help groups, provide financial aid through bank loans and subsidies. Integrated Child Development Program, implemented through Anganwadis, children below 6 years of age, pregnant women, lactating mothers are the beneficiaries, ensures a fixed quantity of nutritious food. Annapurna, beneficial to people who are above 65 years of age and having no income. Free supply of 10 kg of rice through ration shops. Antyodaya Anna Yojana, beneficial to the poorest families below the poverty line, supply of 35 kg of rice and wheat at the rate of 3 and 2 per month respectively. Mahatma Gandhi Employment Guarantee Program, beneficial to those who are healthy and willing to work, guarantees 100 days of employment. Person at the age 18 and above can register. 1 by 3 of the beneficiaries should be women. How different project and program help to eradicate poverty and ensure food security. Kerala and the public distribution system. Kerala is not sufficient in food, so we depend on other states for food. Kerala has a strong public distribution system to ensure food security. The public distribution outlet in Kerala supply rice, food products, and other essential commodities to the needy at fair price. There are many agencies functioning the objectives of providing essential commodities to people at fair price. Let us see some of them. Public Distribution System (PDS) provide food items and other essential commodities to people at reasonable prices, and the entire chain of such organization are controlled by the government. Agency Civil Supply Outlet commodities available it is rice, wheat, sugar and kerosene. Horti-crop vegetables. Supply co supermarket. Nanma store, Nidhi store, Labam supply co market. Mavali store, Triveni market. Triveni floating supermarket. All essential commodities. Challenges to food production. Though the production and distribution of food are effectively managed by the public distribution system, our food production sector still faces certain challenges. Let us have a look at these challenges. Look at the college given below. Subsidy cut short farmers in crisis, natural calamity, fall in food grain production, misuse of farmland, steep downfall in food production, economic crisis, meager mechanization possible. The Parliament passed the bill in 2013, features food security is the legal obligation of the government, ensure adequate, nutritious and high quality food items at fair price at all people to all people. Availability of food is a legal right of citizen. The new college given above displays some of the challenges faced by the food production sector. List out the challenges. Crop failure due to natural calamities, using agricultural land for non-agriculture purposes, reducing the rate of subsidies, unable to purchase agriculture machines, climate changes, unable to ensure crop insurance, excessive use of fertilizers, reducing soil fertility. Essential that the issues and challenges be addressed to ensure food security by improving food production and distribution. Summary. The interrelationship of primary, secondary, tertiary sector is the base of economic growth. Among the three sectors of the economy, the agriculture sector still provides more employment opportunities. Indian economy witnesses a trend of increasing employment opportunities in the secondary and tertiary sector and decreasing employment opportunity in the primary sector. Even after enhanced food production, India has to go a long way to attain food security. An efficient public distribution system and welfare activities of government help to attain food security. So that's all about this chapter. If you are interested, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.